Alrighty, y'all. So we got the entire year of the Sensor Tower 2023 revenue charts. So this is not for a specific month. This is from January 2023 all the way to December 2023. And we're going to see how much games made what amount of money and all that stuff. Now, mind you, since it is off Sensor Tower, this is only based on mobile purchases. So from the App Store and the Google Play Store, this does not include console or PC purchases. So some of these games made a lot more than you probably are going to be seeing here. But I know the games that are on mobile, console, PC, so I'll let you know. But let's take a look, right? Because these are funny as hell. So let's start at the top, right? In the top 5, Nikke, Fate, Uma, Honkai, and Genshin. It's crazy too. Nikke did a good first year. That's great for a first year. 312 million Nikke. Since we are a Nikke based channel, that's the first thing we need to look at. 312 million. 312 million on mobile alone for their first year is fantastic. Fate Grand Order JP had made only 21 million more, and they have been out for years. Fantastic that they're still going out as well, still going strong and stuff like that. Uma, I'm not familiar with the game in terms of content, but it is a very popular game clearly. Honkai Star Rail also came out last year. Very, very good for their first year, right? Obviously, I feel like Genshin put all these new Hoyoverse games on the map. If you want me to be honest, Genshin did put these Hoyoverse games on the map, but doesn't change the fact that Honkai made pretty good money. Genshin making $500 million though. It's so surprising since 2023 for Genshin was so crap, bro. That's crazy. So they really have their players on the leash, bro. I'm sorry. Let me not disrespect the Genshin players, but there's no way. 517 million off nothing. They got nothing. Their characters this year were not that cool. I'm sorry. They had freaking, I don't know. They were different for sure, but they weren't that cool. I don't know. For me personally, so I don't know. But yeah, Genshin made big money. Blue Archive 100. Wow, there's a, so like if it's not the top 5 gacha games, everything else, wow, a lot of games didn't make 100 million that year. Global Dokkan only made 65 mil. That's not bad, obviously. Okay, with JP they made 100 million. Obviously 65 mil a year is not bad, but I would expect Dokkan to make so much more. So much more. Wow. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, it really is surprising for me, the Dokkan, when I expect them to make so much more, right? And I'm actually surprised that Global, I guess I wouldn't be surprised that Global made more than JP, only because Global has the Pilaf Trove or whatever for Dokkan. Fate Grand Order, Global made 62 million as well. Let's see the shitters. How much? Artillery Gear made 150,000 a year in the year. Black Clover Mobile has been out for a pretty good part of 2023, and they didn't even make $1 million the entire year, which should be cap. I think that's cap, because didn't they make $1 million their first month? No, that was with JP and Korea together. They made $1 million. That was JP and Korea together. They made $1 million. Right? So maybe they weren't out for that. No, when, let me see, when did they come out? Yeah, so the JP version came out in May. That's more than half of the year. So it's quite surprising that the JP version, even though they had a pretty good time out on, they didn't make that much. But they don't have to worry about that because Global is clearly, where's the Global version? I mean, they've only been out for a month essentially, right? And Global Black Clover Mobile that's been out for a month made more than Bounty Rush that's been out for the entire year, right? Same as Treasure Cruise. So these are big games. Same as Legends. These are big games, right? I wouldn't say Bounty Rush is as big as a game of like compared to like Treasure Cruise, but it made more obviously, but only by 400k. Only by 400k, I say. That's a lot of money, right? But you got to realize this is not going to one person's pocket. This is going to a company. So when you in a year has made 150, you've made 150,000 for a company in the year, just get rid of the studio and just, that's it. That's your time to go. Puzzles and Dragons made 1 million. Okay. Okay, cool. Let me see games that I'm really familiar with. Like, where is Reverse 1999, 5 million? They haven't, like, this year, all these games should probably do a lot better. I guess a lot of these games besides Black Clover Mobile are like kind of like now steady with what they're making monthly. Like Reverse 1999 makes from 1 million to 2 million a month, right? Black Clover Mobile, this is again from their 1 month, and it was their global release. We probably either this month or next month, I don't want to hate on its downfall, but they're probably going to get a massive drop only because from what I know, one, the characters are not like must summon characters, like skippable characters. That's one. And then two, I guess I'm not trying to say Black Clover Mobile, right? The end game is quite bad. Like it's just farming gear, which is essentially the same thing as every other game you see here. But the way they do it in terms of getting the gear is horrendous. Like you can do 100 runs and not get the LR gear, which is the highest gear you can get, right? Which is so silly. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen there, right? I hope Black Clover Mobile makes it only because my friend does content. Well, a couple of my friends do content on the game, so I hope it does not fall off, obviously. But I got to be realistic at the same time, right? Azure Lane, 22 million on global, 29 million on JP. Very good, right? I guess this is together. Technically, global and JP do not get the same revenue, right? Just because it's under one game, there's a JP dev team and a global dev team. That 22 and 29 million gets added towards the one game, but like, you know, the different studios that are working at it, I guess. Tower of God New World, 21 million. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Legend, Honkai Impact 3rd. Damn, it's so funny because Hoyoverse, like they used to be called MiHoYo, but Hoyoverse, this was their baby. This is their first, like this is their baby. Honkai Impact 3rd is their baby, and then Genshin Impact, because it was a new type of game, right? It was the open world gacha game, essentially Breath of the Wild, just in a gacha version with their own IP. Something so different. That's why you see everybody and their mother trying to make games like this. You have Wuthering Waves, you got now Origin, the 7 Deadly Sin Origin, you got Arkanites. Arkanites is making like a version, like a Honkai, I mean not Honkai, a Genshin Impact version of their game. So many people are now making games like Genshin, what Genshin Impact did, because of the success they had, right? And Genshin is 3 years old. In just their 2023 year, they made $500 million. It's quite crazy, right? So a lot of games are making their games like Genshin. Unfortunately, none of these games are going to surpass Genshin. It's just how it is, right? None of these games are going to do it. It's funny because Tower of Fantasy, where is that game? Tower of Fantasy, where is that game? Is it not here no more? Tower of Fantasy, I don't see it. No way they made money. Let me see if I can find it. I can't see it. Okay, I found it. Tower of Fantasy made 19 million globally. Now, that's not bad. Obviously, that's still not bad. That's pretty good. For a company, 19 million a month, right? Like these are not like AAA games, right? So 19 million for a gacha game is pretty good. But it's funny because Tower of Fantasy literally advertised their game as Tower of Fantasy, the Genshin Killer. Like in app stores, the title of the game was called Tower of Fantasy, the Genshin Killer. It's so funny how they called themselves that. Yo, like that's what they were calling. Wait, let me see if I can find the picture they were promoting too. Can't find it, unfortunately. But yeah, to call yourself the Genshin Killer, and then not do that is sad, right? When they say they're the Genshin Killer, essentially they just took everything Genshin had and then gave everything that players from Genshin wanted. So skipping, the dialogue, mounts, create your own character if that's what Genshin players wanted or whatever, right? They just gave you everything Genshin had plus more what people actually wanted. But it's not gonna be easy to remove people from their game, which is Genshin, and take them to another game, right? That's why no matter how good the game looks, no matter how beautiful it looks and all that stuff, Genshin Impact will not get surpassed ever, right? This is the start of it, right? It's not gonna get surpassed whatsoever, right? It just won't. It just won't, right? Like, let me put it like in console terms, right? You have GTA 6 here, and then you have other games like Watch Dogs and Saint Row. Saint Row and Watch Dogs are going to be good games, but they're not games that are going to surpass GTA ever, right? So it's the same thing with Genshin and all these games that want to be like Genshin, right? Unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, all these games besides, let me see these ones that really didn't make money, because we need to look at them. I know we're pocket watching a lot, but hey, a lot of these games, Alice Friction, gone. Atari Gear, whatever this is, bye. Oh, wait. Bro, their global and JP combined didn't even make $1 million, bro. That's a company. Money goes into updates, money goes into the, money goes into updates, they go into the, workers, they go into all these things, bro. So when you're making no money, this is considered no money to a company, bro. 150,000 in the entire year is considered no money. That's no money in the year. If it was going to one man's pocket, by all means, you'd be making bank, but it's going to a company. There's more to a company than just a man working there. So hey, you guys let me know what you think. Congratulations. Oh, Epic 7 made 45 million too, right? I don't have the link for this. My friend on Discord sent me this picture, so I can't link it for you guys down below, but let me just scroll down real quick and you guys could pause it when you guys want to, right? So I'm gonna just scroll down, go slow, so you guys have time to pause it whenever you want to see, like if you want to see what games made what, how much they made. And then yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the video once we get to the end where the sorry games are. But yeah, congratulations Nikke for making obviously 312 million in your first year. A game like Nikke to make that much on just mobile alone. Again, they have a PC port and stuff like that. I said I was gonna name the game that PC and stuff, but I didn't do that. Right? But Nikke, to make that much for your first year with the type of game you have, not necessarily adding new content, which you guys are going to start doing this year. We're going to get that in a few days, but this is quite good. Like, Nikke, keep doing what you're doing. Hey, your boy Zxous, W Nikke, W all these games. Hoyoverse, congratulations, all these games. Your boy Zxous, let me know what you think. How about peace?